Before we start today's episode, we are making the second trade of the series. We're trading Malcolm Delaney and a future second round pick to the Mavericks for their second round this year, and Dorian Finney-Smith. I want some second round picks this year, and Malcolm Delaney for Dorian Finney-Smith is honestly not a bad swap. This is what the new rotation looks like. Our backup point guard will be Kent Bazemore because he's not a bad playmaker. He's also the backup point guard in the online league. Dorian Finney-Smith will get minutes, and with Bazemore being a wing, he's going to be like that new backup wing. The struggling Atlanta Hawks, who have not been great after their 5-1 start, thank goodness, take on the doing decent Orlando Magic at home. Let's go first quarter where Dennis Schroeder, the German, will find John Collins. Collins posting and toasting on Aaron Gordon, and John Collins with a bucket. Hawks up by 1, as that'll be Evan Fournier, the Frenchman with the miss, but Nikola Vucevic with the bucket. So Vucevic over to the rookie from Florida State, Jonathan Isaac. Isaac back to Vucevic. Vucevic with the crazy shot, but it would not drop. Rebounded by Dwayne Dedmon. Dedmon over to Schroeder. Schroeder trying to drive to the bucket. He finds Muscala. And Muscala will find Dennis Schroeder. Green release. Hawks up by 3. Middle of the first quarter. Fournier over to Jonathan Isaac. Isaac trying to cross up Taurean Prince over to Vucevic. Vucevic guarded by Dedmon. Transaction denied. Dwayne Dedmon with a block over to Karis LeVert. LeVert over to Taurean Prince for free. Taurean Prince with the 3 dagger. So Hawks are up by 6. As DJ Augustine guarded by Kent Bazemore. 420 Blaze it. Over to Maurice Spates. Spates over to Jonathan Simmons. Simmons back to Augustine. And DJ Augustine with the miss, but Aaron Gordon with the putback. So now the Magic done by 4. As Kent Bazemore over to Marco Bellinetti. Bellinetti back to Bazemore. Green light. Green release. The weatherman predicts heavy rain as Augustine's being double teamed. Over to Terrence Ross, the boss. Terrence Ross over to Aaron Gordon. And Gordon with the bucket, despite nice shot defense by Mike Muscala. Dorian Finney-Smith, the new pickup, over to Kent Bazemore. And he would miss it. Hawks driving down the court. Jonathan Simmons would miss the layup as Dorian Finney-Smith for free. His first career shot is a Hawk, is a make, which is a 3. Dorian Finney-Smith, the second-year man from Florida, I believe. As Kent Bazemore, kids, stay off the weed. Seriously, kids, wear your seatbelt. Don't fight police officers and stay off the weed. As the Hawks are up by 9 here, very solid first quarter. Mo Spates over to Jonathan Simmons. Big shot from Simmons. So let's go later in the second quarter with about 4 minutes left. John Collins, 2 hands for safety. As the Hawks are up by 9, Schroeder over to Dwayne Dedmon. Dedmon trying to post and toast, and he would miss it. People were complaining about the layups thing this year. That wasn't a layup, but I don't care. I haven't really noticed it much, maybe a little bit. As Terrence Ross guarded by John Collins, he would find Jonathan Isaac, mid-ranger miss. As Karis LeVert trying to drive it, finds an open Taurean Prince. And the water's wet, kids, as Taurean Prince with the splash. Beat of Taurean Prince, he got for a rebound. And Dennis Schroeder with the one-handed jam. Hawks up by 12. Jonathan Isaac guarded by Prince. Over to Elfrid Payton. Payton over to Evan Fournier. Over to Terrence Ross. Ross guarded by Collins. Over to Vucevic. Over to Elfrid. Hey! And Elfrid Payton. I don't know why I said hey. That was kind of weird. Elfrid Payton with the 3. But the Magic are still down by 11. Is Schroeder over to John Collins. Collins over to Karis LeVert. And LeVert would find Taurean Prince for bucket. Believe me, it's not easy to make these voiceovers where you talk for 10 minutes straight, non-stop. As Karis LeVert with a green light swish. Dwayne Dedmon over to John Collins with the miss. Hawks are still up by 16, though. As Elfrid Payton over to an open Evan Fournier. As Evan Fournier with the 3. He's saying Evan Fournier. Get it? Like, yeah, okay. As let's go second half, third quarter. About 4 minutes left. Fournier guarded by DeAndre Bembry as he finds an open Aaron Gordon. And Aaron Gordon for bucket. He's improved his three-point shot a little. Still not a great shooter. John Collins. This man is airborne. Hawks up by 12 as Aaron Gordon with the... Would you call that a layup or a Tom Brady pass? I don't even know. It's Evan Fournier for number 3 of a Frenchman. As Marco Beninelli over to Muscala. Muscala with the miss. Rebounded by Maurice Spades over to Augustine. Augustine over to Terrence Ross. Mid-ranger danger. As it's only a 7-point game now. Magic starting to come back. As John Collins. That one would be stolen by Spades over to Jonathan Simmons. One of the better dunkers in the NBA. And it's only a 5-point game now. That play, Bellinelli felt so slow. As Dorian Finney-Smith would try to cut to the basket. He'd find Kent Bazemore. The Hawks are starting to come out of their cold spell. As they're still up by 8. As Karis LeVert over to Taurean Prince. Prince over to Dennis Schroeder. And Schroeder over to Muscala. Over to Taurean Prince. And Taurean Prince with a lucky bounce. And the bucket. Hawks still up by double digits though. As Terrence Ross guarded by Muscala. Over to... I believe that's Jonathan Simmons. And Jonathan Simmons with a bucket. So now 4 minutes left. It's only a 5-point game. Terrence Ross guarded by Taurean Prince. Over to Fournier. Fournier guarded by Nikola Vucevic. And Fournier with the bucket. It's only a 3-point game. As short over to Dwayne Dedmon. Dedmon will make it. As there's only 2 minutes left. And the Hawks are up by 4. As Vucevic over to Gordon. Gordon over to Elfrid Payton. Payton over to Jonathan Isaac, who is guarded by Taurean Prince. Isaac over to Nikola Vucevic. Big shot, and it is in. Lucky bounce for Vucevic. And the Hawks are only up by 2. Vucevic guarded by Dwayne Dedmon. And Vucevic will tie it up at 71 apiece. So Elfrid Payton bringing the ball up over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon over to Fournier. Fournier over to Nikola Vucevic. And Nikola Vucevic would give the Orlando Magic the lead. As a lot of big men have taken control of these games. Jokic, Blake Griffin, and now none other than the Nikola Vucevic. Is Karis LeVert in the corner with just a minute left with the bucket. As Taurean Prince, who missed his first... No, that was something else. Taurean Prince makes the free throw. And he makes both of them to tie the game up at 75 apiece. As it will be Elfrid Payton with about 35 seconds left. Game tied at 75. Over to Fournier. Who would find Elfrid Payton. Payton almost got a backcourt there. He would look for Aaron Gordon. Gordon over to Evan Fournier. Fournier guarded by LeVert. Not much time left on the shot clock. And Nikola Vucevic with the dunk. So about 15 seconds left. Dennis Schroeder. And the Hawks are down by 2. Schroeder over to Karis LeVert. LeVert has an open lane in the basket and would miss the layup. But it will be rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder over to Karis LeVert. LeVert over to Dwayne Dedmon at the buzzer. Yes! Dwayne Dedmon at the buzzer. And we're going to overtime, baby. Your score, Magic 77, Hawks 77. My voice sounds a little weird. It's hard to talk for like 10 minutes straight. Tied at 77, of course, as we just start the overtime. Overtimes are 4 minutes. As Vucevic making Dedmon flop. Was that a flop or a foul? Don't know why they didn't call a foul, but whatever. Hawks down by 1. Dwayne Dedmon over to Karis LeVert. LeVert over Taurean Prince. And the Hawks are up by 2. Now the Hawks are down by 1. Is Karis LeVert bringing it up? He'd be stolen by Fournier. And Evan Fournier going to take it coast to coast. 2 hands for safety. As Evan Fournier, the Frenchman, had a very solid game. Now the Magic are up by 4 as Dennis Schroeder over to Taurean Prince. And Taurean Prince would lose the ball. Elfrid Payton with it. Elfrid Payton bringing it up over to Vucevic. And Vucevic with the play. That'd be your game pretty much. Your score, Hawks 85, Magic 93.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that.